Hello! Today I'll be talking about Lunatone, the first rock psychic type Pokemon. Its previous PYC dates are January 28th, 1997, November 19th, 1999, September 9th, 2002, June 30th, 2005, April 20th, 2008, February 9th, 2011, November 30th, 2013, September 20th, 2016, July 12th, 2019, and May 2nd, 2022. I'm surprised I'm talking about Lunatone first, instead of its counterpart Solrock, as I often remember them being the other way around in the Pokedex. Perhaps it's because people more often say Sun and Moon than Moon and Sun. This isn't helped by there being Pokemon games with these names that are often referred to as Sun and Moon. It's even more surprising that neither Lunatone nor Solrock are native to the region in these games, being ones that have to be transferred in. Although I imagine this might have been done to not confuse audiences in believing that the legendary Pokemon in these games are related to those Pokemon. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Lunatone, the meteorite Pokemon, whose number is 0337. This is what it looks like. Its type is Rock Psychic. Since this is our first Rock Psychic type Pokemon, I'll point out the Rock inside and the Psychic outside. Ability, Levitate. Gender ratio, gender unknown. Catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding is 8 group mineral. Hatch time 25 cycles. Height is 3'3" or 1 meter. Weight is 370.4 pounds. Or 168 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 150 in Gen 3 through 4, and 161 in 5 plus. Leveling rate is fast, EV is 2, and special attack. Shape is that, it has no feet, so it has no footprint. Pokedex color is yellow, and base friendship is 70. Lunatone is a dual-type rock/psychic Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It is not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon, but is considered to be a counterpart of Solrock. Biology, Lunatone is a cream-colored rock Pokemon with a crescent moon shape. In the center of the crescent is a pointed beak-like structure. It has deep-set red eyes, which can cause paralyzing fear or induce sleep. Lunatone lives in caves and becomes active under a full moon. The moon increases its power, and its health is tied to the lunar phases. Using its psychic powers, Lunatone floats through the air. It was first discovered at the site of a meteor crash. There's a theory that Lunatone may have originated from outer space. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Trozei. Lunatone is the symbol of the Phobos Battalion. Pokedex entries. In Gen 3 and Ruby, Lunatone was discovered at a location where a meteorite fell. As a result, some people theorized that this Pokemon came from space. However, no one has been able to prove this theory so far. Sapphire, Lunatone becomes active around the time of the full moon. Instead of walking, it moves by floating in midair. The Pokemon's intimidating red eyes cause all those who see it to become transfixed with fear. Emerald, it becomes very active on the night of a full moon. This Pokemon was first discovered 40 years ago at the site of a meteor strike. Fire red and leaf green. Its health ebbs and flows with the lunar cycle. It brims with power when exposed to the light of the full moon. In Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, because it turns active on nights of the full moon, it is said to have some link to the lunar phases. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It was discovered at the site of a meteor strike 40 years ago. Its stare can lull its foes to sleep. In Gen 5, Black and White is Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum's entry. Black 2 and White 2. The phase of the moon apparently has some effect on its power. It's active on the night of a full moon. In Gen 6, X is Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Black and White's entry. Y is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Lunatone and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 8, Sword is Black 2 and White 2's entry. Shield is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Y's entry. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are their Diamond and Pearl counterpart. Game locations. Side game locations. And events. Held items. In Pokemon Emerald, Lunatone can only be found in the Ballad Frontier. In Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, it has the Moonstone 5% of the time. In Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, it has the Heartstone 100% of the time. In Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver, it has the Moonstone 5% of the time. In Black, White, Black 2, White 2, has the Moonstone 5% of the time. And in Comet Shard, in the Dark Grass, only 1% of the time. In X and Y, it has the Moonstone 5% of the time. In Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sword, Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, has the Stardust 50% of the time, and the Moonstone 5% of the time. Stats, base stats. We'll compare Gens 3 through 6 and Gen 7 onward. HP 70, that went up to 90. Attack 55, that stays the same. Defense 65, that stays the same. Special attack 95, that stays the same. Special defense 85, that stays the same. Speed 70, that stays the same. So this one has a total of 440, and this one has a total of 460. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness, damaged normally by fighting, rock, electric, ice, dragon, and fairy. Weak to bug, ghost, steel, water, grass, and dark for double. Immune to ground, resistant to normal, flying, poison, fire, and psychic, all for half. Notes: if gravity is in effect, this Pokemon is given an Iron Ball or affected by Smackdown or Ingrain. The opponent has the ability Mold Breaker, Turbo Blaze, or Terravolt, or this Pokemon is affected by Gastro Acid or this Pokemon's abilities replace the effectiveness of ground-type moves as 2. So it would go from 0 to 2. Learn set by leveling up 1, Moonblast, Moonlight, Tackle, Harden, Confusion, and Rock Throw, 5 Hypnosis, 10 Rock Polish, 15 Rock Slide, 20 Psyshock, 25 Cosmic Power, 30 Psychic, 35 Stone Edge, 40 Future Sight, 45 Magic Room, and 50 Explosion. By TM/TR and Sword and Shield, TM08, Hyper Beam, 9 Giga Impact, 17 Light Screen, 18 Reflect, 19 Safeguard, 20 Self-Destruct, 21 Rest, 22 Rock Slide, 24 Snore, 25 Protect, 27 Icy Wind, 32 Sandstorm, 33 Rain Dance, 35 Hail, 39 Facade, 40 Swift, 41 Helping Hand, 46 Weather Ball, 48 Rock Tomb, 49 Sand Tomb, 54 Rock Blast, 60 Power Swap, 70 Trick Room, 72 Magic Room, 76 Round, 70 Acrobatics, 81 Bulldoze, 91 Psychic Terrain, and 98 Stomping Tantrum. For the TRs, TR01 Body Slam, 5 Ice Beam, 6 Blizzard, 10 Earthquake, 11 Psychic, 20 Substitute, 25 Psyshock, 26 Endure, 27 Sleep Talk, 29 Baton Pass, 33 Shadow Ball, 34 Future Sight, 40 Skill Swap, 44 Cosmic Power, 49 Calm Mind, 52 Gyro Ball, 63 Power Gem, 67 Earth Power, 68 Nasty Plot, 69 Zen Headbutt, 74 Iron Head, 75 Stone Edge, 76 Stealth Rock, 77 Grass Knot, 82 Stored Power, and 83 Ally Switch. In Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, TM04 Calm Mind, 7 Hail, 13 Ice Beam, 14 Blizzard, 15 Hyper Beam, 16 Light Screen, 17 Protect, 18 Rain Dance, 20 Safeguard, 26 Earthquake, 29 Psychic, 30 Shadow Ball, 32 Double Team, 33 Reflect, 37 Sandstorm, 39 Rock Tomb, 42 Facade, 44 Rest, 48 Skill Swap, 57 Charge Beam, 58 Endure, 63 Nasty Plot, 64 Explosion, 67 Recycled, 68 Giga Impact, 69 Rock Polish, 70 Flash, 71 Stone Edge, 74 Gyro Ball, 76 Stealth Rock, 77 Psych Up, 80 Rock Slide, 82 Sleep Talk, 83 Bulldoze, 85 Dream Eater, 86 Grass Dot, 87 Swagger, 90 Substitute, and 92 Trick Room. By breeding is nothing. By tutoring in the Sword and Shield Expansion Pass, you can get Meteor Beam. It's a special Rock-type move. Its power is 120, accuracy is 90, and PV has 10. By transfer from another generation, from 4, you get Ancient Power, 4 through 7 Charge Beam, 6 and 7 Confide, 3 Defense Girl, 3 through 7 Double Team, 3 Double Edge, 3 through 7 Dream Eater, 4 through 7 Embargo, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 6 Flash, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 Frustration, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Gravity, 4 through 7 Heal Block, that doesn't work anymore, 3 through 7 Hidden Power, that doesn't work anymore, 7 Laser Focus, 4 through 7 Magic Coat, 3 Mimic, 4 Natural Gift, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Pain Split, 3 through 7 Psych Up, 3 through 7 Psy Wave, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Recycle, 3 through 7 Return, that doesn't work anymore, 3 and 4 Rollout, 3, 4, and 6 you get Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore, 4 through 7 Signal Beam, that doesn't work anymore, 5 through 7 Smackdown, 3 through 7 Swagger, 5 and 7 Telekinesis, that doesn't work anymore, and 3 through 7 Toxic. Side game data, you got all this. Evolution data is just Lunatone. Sprites here, so... oh, the eye is a lot bigger and red, kind of aura. You can see it, yeah. And blue for the shiny eye, okay. Then it kind of abandons that sort of red aura to have just sort of it sunken in, which I think is different. It's sort of popping out in Gen 3, but it's sort of sunk in now, and it's just the red ring and blue ring. And the colors are more yellow than this kind of tan color. Gen 5, kind of a tannish yellow now. Yeah. Gen 6, kind of go back to the tan color. And it's kind of a yellower for the shiny. And the full max right, although I might have fed most of the max right, but yeah. Model, Gen 6, slightly different body color. Gen 7, not much difference. Pretty good models, I'd say. Swords, you get the better models, much better models. Then in homes, got those. In the animation, Lunatone and Pokemon Journeys to Series. Liza's Lunatone is the big one. Called Pokedex Entries in Advanced Generation, Episode 87, in Ash's Pokedex. Lunatone, the meteorite Pokemon. Lunatone is believed by some people to have come from outer space. It moves around most actively during full moons. Its powerful red eyes instill fear in anyone who beholds them. Pokemon Generations, Lunatone in Pokemon Generations, back here. In the manga, Lunatone in Let's Play the Pokemon card game, XY. Interesting. In the TCG. Trivia. Lunatone shares its category with its counterpart Solrock. They are both known as the Meteorite Pokemon. Lunatone and Solrock have nearly identical base stats, with only the physical and special stats switched. In the items section of the DP official guidebook, Lunatone's name is misspelled as Lunastone. Origin, Lunatone seems to be based on a crescent moon as well as a meteorite. It might also pull from depictions of the man in the moon, a figure imagined from the patterns on the moon's surface, especially those of the crescent moon. Name origin, Lunatone may be a combination of Luna, Latin for moon, and stone. Now the languages, related articles, external links, let's move on. Since I watched Lunatone's first scene in the anime, in the Grumpig video, let's watch Lunatone's second scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 361, quite fittingly, Crazy as a Lunatone. In this episode, these two people have found a meteorite and have broken it, and now a Pokemon will appear. Oh. There it is, there's Lunatone. And that is Lunatone's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's watch Lunatone's scenes in Detective Pikachu. Hello and welcome to the Detective Pikachu portion of the video, or as I like to call it, Detective Lunatone, as it's only the frames with Lunatone to the best of my ability, so can't really see it right now. I'll point it out maybe a little bit better once we can see it, but Lunatone only appears as a sign. Oh yeah, there's the Lunatone sign. In this film, Tim Goodman, the main character, has come to Rhyme City, a city where humans and Pokemon coexist, as he has just found out that his father has died in a car crash. His father is a police detective named Harry. And yeah, we'll see the sign in various points. There it is. So he's walking to the police station to clean up his father's life. There it is.
Second chances are...
So now we've cut to much later in the film. Tim has met Detective Pikachu, a talking Pikachu, with amnesia, who is Harry's police partner. They have just met Howard Clifford, the founder of Rhyme City, who has told them that Harry is in fact not actually dead, but his soul has been taken by Mewtwo. So they gotta go find Mewtwo. And there's the Lunatone.
Special things, kid. There's a lot we can make better if we crack this case. One question, though. Where are we...
Watch the day's...
Okay, so now we've cut to later in the film. I guess the signs for a planetarium. You can clearly see that there. And there's a couple of them. There's one down here as well. You can also see it in the reflection here. That's cool. Tim and Detective Pikachu have allied with Lucy Stevens, a reporter for the local news, and her Psyduck. They've tracked down Mewtwo, but who they believe to be Roger Clifford, Howard's son, and the owner of the news / Lucy's boss, captured Mewtwo. But before this, Mewtwo showed them a vision where it seemed like Pikachu betrayed Harry, and so Tim and Detective Pikachu have separated, and Tim is returning to the city at the beginning, setting up of 10th anniversary Rhyme City Parade with Lucy and her Psyduck.
Festivities.
News reporter again. So Tim is going to tell Howard. Beginning of the parade, the mayor's gonna give a little speech.
So as you can see, we are more than happy with the turnout today.
So now we've cut to a little later. It's revealed that Howard was the one that actually captured Mewtwo, and that he is using a device called the Neuralink to put his mind inside of Mewtwo. So that's Howard talking out of Mewtwo. And he's gonna merge humans and Pokemon because he wants the ultimate partnership between humans and Pokemon, and the way he thinks that should be done is by using Mewtwo's powers to merge humans and Pokemon, and to do the merging, he's going to release something called the R-Gas, which will make the Pokemon go crazy, and he can use Mewtwo's powers, yeah.
But
the R-Gas is being released from the floats onto the crowd, they're all going crazy. So he's merging people, including Lucy and Psyduck. He's flying off, and now that was Lucy explaining to Detective Pikachu, who's returned after finding something at the crash site, that Mewtwo is Howard. Detective Pikachu's come to save the day, and now we've cut to later. The Neuralink has been disconnected from Howard. At the time, Mewtwo / Howard was holding Detective Pikachu, but in Mewtwo proper's delirium, he dropped Detective Pikachu, but now he's saving him with his psychic powers. Sign over here.
Tim?
So he's reuniting with Tim, and so now Mewtwo is separating everybody. You can see the sign here, and yeah.
Never
do that again. Okay?
Now he's being arrested.
No matter what his
That's Roger.
flaws, deep down, I blame myself for not being there for him.
The father you have been looking
So,
for
yeah.
has been with you all along.
So it's been revealed there that the reason why Detective Pikachu could talk is because he has Harry's soul. And that is all the three scenes with Lunatone. Let's move on. Now let's talk about the TCG. For those of you familiar with the series, you might be confused. As I mentioned, the next Pokemon, with a card I'd be talking about, was Solrock. Apparently, I forgot I had a Lunatone card. Anyway, I have one Lunatone card. It's the fourth Lunatone card design. It was illustrated by Ken Sugimori. In Sugimori fashion, it's just the official art on a cool background. It's a fighting type, as rock is often considered fighting in the TCG. This is odd since they could have gone with its other actual typing, which has an equivalent in the TCG, Psychic. Although some of the Lunatone cards do have this type. It has 60 HP. It's 3'3" and 370.4 pounds. It has a Poké Power, Gravity Change, and a move, Knockover. On this card, Gravity Change allows the player to discard one card from their hand before they attack on their turn. If they also have Solrock on the bench, the player can then draw another card. However, this Poké Power cannot be used if Lunatone has been affected by a special condition. Knockover isn't a move in the video games. On this card, it costs 1 of any energy and hits for 20 damage. The player can discard any stadium card in play. Lunatone is weak to Psychic for plus 20 damage, which seems to mirror its weakness to Ghost, which is often considered Psychic in the TCG. It has no resistance, which is odd since it could have been resistant to Colorless, Grass, or Fire, as it's resistant to Normal, often considered colorless in the TCG, Flying, often considered colorless in the TCG, Poison, often considered Grass in the TCG, and Fire in the video games. In the bottom right corner of the card, there's the Great Encounters expansion symbol. Its description reads, "Because it turns active on nights of the full moon, it is said to have some link to the lunar phases." This is the Pokedex entry in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, and X. Lunatone is level 31. As mentioned earlier, I have a Solrock card, so I'll be talking about it tomorrow. Now let's see why other people love Lunatone. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Lunatone. This is Lunatone by All0412, so this cool Lunatone image here. That it like shooting off a beam, that's pretty fun, and you get to see the actual moon, the full moon in the background, that's kind of fun. I guess because it's getting its energy from the moon, that's and making blazes, that's kind of fun. Then we've got Lunatone, used Cosmic Power by Cortoony. This cool image of a Lunatone, very colorful, and it's like their interpretation of it using Cosmic Power, that's kind of fun. Then we've got Solrock and Lunatone by Stormful, so this image of a Solrock and a Lunatone, I guess, and this kind of spacey background, kind of like the edges. Looks like it's a window into like a portal or something, and you're kind of seeing that. It's kind of fun. Then you got Day 331, Lunatone Shiny by Autobot Tesla. So we got a normal Lunatone and a shiny Lunatone here above the planet. That's kind of fun. It's like the little effects here. It's very well detailed. And we've got Lunatone by Rigel Juice. So this cool Lunatone here. Looks like it's in the moonlight, looking at the moonlight, maybe looking at the moon. Very kind of starry-eyed, I guess. Yes, very good. Seems to be from 2016. Alolan Solrock and Lunatone by Goompy. Or a bumbling idiot. I don't know if that's the same person, but it's Solrock and Lunatone in Alolan form, so it's based on the actual like Sun and Moon legendaries of that region. Yes, very fun. We got Pokemon Sun and Moon by Dragonelf. So we got this interesting comic here. So I stayed up all night with you because you said there'd be info on the new games, but they didn't show anything. Author's note: they showed off the names, release date, and neat concept art. Hey, come on now. We got to bond more together at least, right? Solrock used Hyper Beam. But this isn't technically a Lunatone, so I will have to stop here because it's a fan-made evolution. Okay. That is it. Let's move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 8 p.m. CDT, Central Daylight Time. I'll be trying to catch a Lunatone and evolve Skitty into Delcatty. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Soul Rock. As always, this is my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.